Morning, folks. Michael here with Two Knife Guys. I live in BC. For those who don't know it, British Columbia, Canada. And quite often in BC we have fire bans. Whether you agree with them or not, like them or not, they're a reality. And if you don't want to risk a massive fine and potential jail time, you just don't have a natural fire. No wood. Depending on what kind of fire ban, sometimes they'll allow charcoal briquettes, sometimes not. But what's always safe is a propane stove or some sort of a gas stove. Is it a super cool modular stove you can bury? No. Is it lightweight? No. Is it backpack friendly? Probably not. Is it expensive? Also, no. This is a Coleman Model 400A. Okay, I don't work for Coleman. I don't get kickbacks, but I'm old-ish, and I've been around for a while, and I've used Coleman products a lot. The old school white gas lanterns, and these stoves are pretty freaking rad, and they use a lot of the same parts. This is basically a pressure vessel. On the side here, you've got a little pump. Okay, we're not going to go into the maintenance and troubleshooting this right now. Just basic function. A little hole on that, so you unscrew it, put your thumb over the hole, and you start pumping. And the idea is to pump a bunch of pressure into this tank. Give it at least 40 pumps is what they say. I still had some pressure in here from last night. Keep your thumb over it and lock it back down. There you go. You got two knobs, one here and one here. Okay, you're on. There's your flame control. Now, how these things work, this pressurized canister is sending fuel via this little tube and then into the burner. That tube goes through the flame. So as it gets hotter, the pressure increases. It's science. Okay, right now it's not very efficient. It's dancing around. You see a lot of yellow flame. But once that tube gets hotter and the fuel inside starts vaporizing, the thing becomes super efficient. Now, if you are car camping, if you are motorbike camping, something like this is great. It's not a big, huge, full-size stove. You don't need to bury this and make a hole. No panels to carry. One of these full of fuel will last me probably a week worth of meals. The downside is that white gas, the Coleman camping fuel, is about $20 for, I think, 2-liter can, yay big. The older model stoves will say no doped fuel. What they mean is no leaded gasoline. So you can run premium unleaded gasoline through these things and they'll work. Run some carb cleaner through them once a year to clean them out, but it does work. It doesn't smell the greatest. I wouldn't cook a hot dog over it, but if you just want to boil some water, put a frying pan over there, it works. It works great. Alright. Becoming a bit more efficient. At this point, I usually give it a couple extra pumps. There. And now you can see it's just a blue flame. The yellow is gone, fuel vaporizing, it's working really efficiently. Which is exactly what I want, because I want some coffee. I want the French press. Thank you, Dave Canterbury. In the Pathfinder School, you make some pretty decent products. I am a fan. Hope to meet Mr. Canterbury one day in person. Him and Tom Brown Jr. I'd like to meet both those guys. There you go. And we're going to take the lid from my bush pot and keep the fluff out. There is a crazy amount of this white, face-raping pollen everywhere today. Normally, it'd be great tinder. but since we can't have fires, see what I mean? They're just floating through the air like snow. Carefully, ever so carefully. Okay, so you see me? Hi. This stove was picked up at my local flea market, the Cloverdale Flea Market in Surrey. I think I paid, oh god, I can't remember. I know it was less than 30 bucks, and I've had it for a few years. My buddy Dustin and the other knife guy, he also has one. Now, he lucked out. He got his with a case and in much better condition. He paid a bit more for it, but same model, newer. Flea markets are a great source, a great way to find really inexpensive camping tools and gadgets and little stoves. Go explore when the Wuhan flu is over, when we're all back to normal. Head out to a flea market, Craigslist even, Facebook Marketplace. Buy them used. If you're buying one used, I highly recommend buying one used. Make sure you pump it up. Make sure it's got fuel. Make sure you can try it before you buy it. Okay, if you can't try it, if you can't light it, if it doesn't burn, gamble. In later videos, I will try, promises, I'll try and remember, to show you how to repair these things. The most common issue is the little seal on the pump that goes, and you can buy new ones from Coleman. If yours is really old, it's a leather seal. A little bit of grease, rub that in there to re-moisturize the seal, and you're good. The newer ones use some sort of a silicone rubber thing. A couple drops of oil. Last night I had some issues. Mine had dried out, so thankfully I took the oil cap off my bike, my finger in there, and got just a little bit of motor oil, re-lubed the seal, and I'm able to make coffee. They're handy. They're useful. You might want to consider going and getting one if you live in BC and fire bans are an issue. I'm going to make some coffee. Until next time, you should cut your own path.